If you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and
all they had to do was listen. The only thing these doofus celebrities in Hollywood had to do was listen to the wisdom of Ricky Gervais. Several years ago, when he dropped this knowledge while hosting one of the dozens of award shows that no one is watching, Ricky Gervais wasn't trying to silence celebrities. He wasn't trying to stifle their First Amendment right to prove to the country that they are completely out of touch with normal people. Ricky Gervais was trying to help Hollywood. He was trying to do them a favor. It's similar to what Laura Ingraham trying to do for the NBA when she told LeBron James to shut the hell up and dribble. The only thing Hollywood celebrities had to do was listen. Unfortunately, their hard heads resulted in some incredibly soft asses. And last night, the soft asses rapidly turned into the Bruce Caboose. Right now, it is a very special season in Hollywood. Us normal people, we have football season, the holiday season, the miserable season, or as it's known in the Deep South, summer. In Hollywood, the first half of the year is a very special season. Starting in January every year, Hollywood presents these meaningless award shows that no one really gives a shit about. And the season culminates in June with the entire month of Woke Christmas, or as gender-questioning celebrities prefer to call it, Pride Month. Last night, award season officially started in Hollywood with the Golden Globe Awards. For those that don't know, the Golden Globes honors movies and TV shows. The winners are honored with a prestigious trophy, which is a Golden Globe that was probably removed from someone's ass backstage. This year, Nikki Glaser was the host of the Golden Globes. I guess Jim Kimmel, who usually hosts these doofus award shows, I guess Jim Kimmel was busy, or his wife had him on restriction. When Jim's wife doesn't allow him to come out and play, Travis Noah usually steps in to host the show. I know for a fact that Travis wasn't busy. If I had to guess, it's more likely that Travis Noah was just simply forgotten about. Either way, Nikki Glaser was hired to host the show. Now, to her credit, she had a couple of good jokes. Obviously, I didn't watch all 3 hours of this unbelievably toxic garbage, but I saw some of her monologue. I saw a few other clips. I thought Nikki Glaser was a decent host. She's a hell of a lot easier on the eyes than spending 3 hours looking at Jim Kimmel. I would rather shock myself by sticking my finger in an electric ass than be subjected to 3 hours of Captain Doofus. Unfortunately for Nikki Glaser, her moment in the spotlight as host of the Golden Globes, her moment was very brief. No one is talking about Nikki Glaser today because everyone is talking about the collection of out-of-touch celebrities who spent the entire evening demonizing a federal agent for having the audacity to defend himself. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the second channel's in the description below. Earlier today on the second channel, we talked about LaMelo Ball having a temper tantrum and cursing out his head coach. Right now, the Charlotte Hornets are facing a decision. They either have to fire their head coach or trade LaMelo Ball. To me, this is an easy decision. You do everything you can to get LaMelo Ball the hell out of there. I explain why, so click the link in the description or the pinned comment below. Subscribe to the second channel. You know, as I get older, I don't know if I'm out of touch or Hollywood is no longer relevant. When I was growing up, I was familiar with most of the Hollywood stars. Even though I've never watched a lot of movies, I was at least familiar with them. I had heard of them. Today, I don't know who any of these people are. Check out this list of nominees from last night for Best Performance by a Male Actor in a Motion Picture that was rated LGBT. Jeremy Allen White, Joel Edgerton, Oscar Isaac. Who, and who? Who in the hell are these people? This doesn't sound like a list of movie stars. It sounds like the starting lineup in the WNBA dump. Poor Oscar Isaac, he's just as confused as I am. The award show for dudes named Oscar, it's not until March. This poor dude, he showed up last night to the wrong award show. As is often the case with these award shows, the spotlight wasn't given to the winners. The spotlight wasn't given to the people who put in the work to win the prestigious Golden Ball. The attention was given to the celebrities who hijacked the show to lecture America. According to my inside sources, Mulder and Scully, there was an alien sighting last night at the Golden Globes. Check it out for yourself. As you can see, this visitor from another planet is wearing a nice piece of alien jewelry. If you zoom in closely, there's some verbiage on the jewelry. When translated from Martian to English, the verbiage says, "Ice out." Ice out of what? Does this mean normal people are iced out of attending the Golden Globes? Does this mean normal people weren't invited to the festivities last night? I don't know about you guys, but I always appreciate it when I don't get invited somewhere. Weddings, parties, group dinners, Hollywood award shows. There's no need to send an invitation to Uncle KC. Just send me a text saying that I'm not invited, and I'll send you a nice thank you card expressing my appreciation for not considering me. One of the other featured pastors last night from Woke United Methodist, it was Deacon Mark Ruffalo. This was another so-called celebrity that I've never heard of. I think he was nominated in the category of rapidly aging fossil. As he was walking the magic carpet last night, Mark Ruffles stopped to speak with a reporter from USA Today. Deacon Ruffles expressed his sympathies and his concern for the average American. "Oh, I feel so bad, and I'm so scared. These masked invaders are filling our streets, and they're taking away innocent civilians. They're deporting women and children. Oh, the children. It's all about the children." Watch for yourself.
This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today. I know I'm one of them. I love this country, and what I'm seeing here happening is not America. This is not normal anymore. And so I don't know how I could be quiet.
What an unbelievable dork. You know how you can be quiet, Mark? It's really quite simple, and you'll endear yourself to those around you who are exposed to your toxic mouth farts. Since you don't know how to be quiet, allow Uncle KC to show you the way. You take that gas-producing hole in your face, and you shut it. Before the show last night, Wanda Sykes. Well, Casey, who in the hell is Wanda Sykes? Supposedly, Wanda is a comedian. A couple of years ago, she was one of the hosts on the rotating panel of huge embarrassing failures that were hosting The Daily Show on Comedy Central. Now, keep that in mind. That is an important detail to remember. This first clip is Wanda Sykes before the show delivering a passionate sermon on the dangers of law enforcement. But the second clip, it's during the actual show where Wanda humiliates herself by trying to be a comedian. Watch for yourself.
This is for the mother who was murdered by ICE agent. I know people are out marching and all today, and we need to speak up. We need to be out there and shut this rogue government down.
Shout out to the Golden Globes for having me. You know there's some people pissed off that a queer black woman is up here doing the job of two mediocre white guys.
Wanda! Mediocre white men! Oh! I thought this so-called joke was ironic coming from Wanda Sykes. Like I said, she was one of the hosts on The Daily Show after Travis Noah got fired, or after Travis quit before he was going to get fired. For months, Comedy Central tried to find a replacement host. Wanda Sykes was given multiple opportunities to become the permanent host of The Daily Show. Eventually, Comedy Central realized that Wanda couldn't draw flies to a fresh turd, so they replaced her with a mediocre white guy named Jon Stewart. Although they don't know it, Hollywood exposed their hypocrisy last night. The 2025 Emmy Awards, they were held on September 14th. 4 days earlier, Charlie Kirk lost his life. That Sunday, when the Emmys were taking place, Charlie Kirk was the biggest story in the country, maybe even the biggest story in the world. For 3 hours, they were handing out trophies to unknown celebrities. Between the pre-show, the actual show, and the post-show, I would say that the Emmys were on TV for 4 or 5 hours. You know how many times they mentioned Charlie Kirk? You know how many times they honored Charlie Kirk? None. Now, in their defense, I would much rather Hollywood ignore Charlie Kirk than say something offensive to his family. But it's ironic because, like Charlie Kirk, Renee Good lost her life on a Wednesday. 4 days later, it's the Golden Globes. And it felt like the entire ceremony was dedicated to this great American poet. 5 months ago, there was no mention of Charlie Kirk, who was an actual loving father, loving husband, someone who had a monumental impact on American culture. But Hollywood managed to find the time to honor Renee Good, someone who was interfering in a federal investigation, a mother who supposedly didn't have custody of her own children. They ignored Charlie Kirk and memorialized Renee Good, and they wonder why Hollywood is struggling. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.